Myself, Parvati E. Gurapkar, BSc 6th semester, Sri Siddheshwara Government First Grade College and PG Study Center, Nargund. Today we discussed about the topic of electrogravimetry, theory and instrumentation and determination of copper by using electrogravimetry method. And here, electrogravimetry. Electrogravimetry is a method. And some introduction about this electrogravimetry method. Electrogravimetry is a method used to separation and quantity ions of a substance, usually a metal. In this process, the analyte solution is electrolyzed. Electrochemical reduction causes the analyte to be deposited on the cathode. The cathode is weighed before and after the experiment, and weighing by difference is used to calculate the amount of analyte in the original solution. Controlling the potential of the electrodes is important to ensure that only the metal being analyzed will be deposited on the electrode. And this is some introduction. Some introduction of electrogravimetry method and principle behind that. The main principle involved in this method is deposition of the solid on an electrode from the analyte solution. And here's a construction. And the types of electrogravimetry: constant current electrolysis, constant potential electrolysis. Constant current electrolysis. In this process, the current is kept constant and potential is increased. Here, no control of the potential of the working electrode is exercised, and the applied cell potential is held at a more or less constant level, but provide a large enough current to complete the electrolysis in a reasonable length of time, and a fixed amount of the current can be passing between them. And here three electrode systems are used. First one, working electrode used for the deposition of the sample, counter electrode used for the current sink, reference electrode maintains a fixed potential despite the change in solution compounds, and this is a constant potential electrolysis. For example, the determination of copper from an acidic solution, either nitric acid or sulfuric acid solution, or mixture of two acids at constant current. Suppose an EMF of 2 to 3 volt applied, then a reaction taking place given below. Constant potential electrolysis is the simple ways to perform an analytical electrolysis is to maintain the applied cell potential at a quotient value. It is a more used in the separation of the compounds from mixture in which the decomposition potential are not widely separate. A very large voltage is applied to working electrode order to force a constant relatively large current flow through the cell. The current is often on the order of milliamps and instead of microamps. Electrodeposition is governed by Ohm's and Faraday's two laws of electrolysis. Here Ohm's law. From Ohm's law, the relation between current, voltage and resistance is given by Faraday's law. In electrolysis, the amount of substance liberated at the electrode of the cell is directly proportional to the amount of electricity which passes through the solution. M is directly proportional to Q, and M equals to Z into Q, and M equals to Z into IT, where Q is equals to IT, Z is constant, M is the mass of the substance. And the limitation of constant current electrolysis, cannot be used for the separation of ion in this solution containing a single species. And here diagram of constant current electrolysis, and this is diagram representation. Connect these constant current electrolysis connected by ammeter, voltmeter, battery and motor. These are platinum anode. Instrumentation. The apparatus for an analytical electrode position without cathode potential control consists of a suitable cell and direct current supply. The voltage applied to the cell is controlled by the variable resistance or a current meter and voltmeter indicates the approximate current and voltage. The voltage is maintained at about the initial level until the deposition judged to be complete. Applications are those used in the successive deposition of the metals. Example: copper, bismuth, and strontium. And this is a theory instrumentation, and these are used in the simultaneous deposition of the metal, used in electrosynthesis, and used in the purification process by removing the trace metal from the sample. This is about, and further part is there. And these are nothing but table of the content, introduction to gravimetry, classification of gravimetry, electrogravimetry, determination of the copper by using electrogravimetry method. And here this is schematic representation or diagram. This constant current electrolysis and electrogravimetry is theory. In this method, the analyte, usually metal based, is being determined through a electrolytic deposition onto suitable electrode under controlled experimental conditions. In electrogravimetric method, filtration is not required to under optimum parameters. The co-deposition of two metals can often be avoided. Electrolytic deposition or electrodeposition is governed by Ohm's law and Faraday's laws of electrolysis. Ohm's law: the current is directly proportional to the electromotive force and indirectly proportional to the resistance. And this is some introduction of the electrogravimetry, and it works on which principles: Ohm's law and Faraday's law. And determination of copper by using electrogravimetry method. First one, discussion. Copper may be. Determination of copper by using electrogravimetry. Discussion. Copper may be deposited either sulfuric or nitric solution, but usually mixture of the two acids is employed. If such a solution is electrolyzed with an EMF volts, the following reactions occur. In cathode, Cu2 plus 2 electrons tends to Cu, 2H plus 2 electrons minus is gives H2 molecule, and in anode 4OH molecule is ionized into O2 plus 2 H2O plus 4 electrons minus. And what is the procedure? And the analyte solution containing copper is taken in an electrochemical cell and then add carefully 2 ml of concentrated sulfuric acid, 1 ml of concentrated nitric acid. These are free from nitrous acid by boiling or by addition of little urea. Weigh clean and dry platinum gauge, which is acting as working electrode cathode. This is a method of determination of copper by using electrogravimetry, and here assemble and connect the, and this is a incomplete part of the procedure. This procedure by using constant current electrolysis method, and this is type of electrogravimetry.